Well, hello.
Yeah, welcome back. We're excited to have you guys listen to this one. I think you're going to get a couple laughs out of it.
Yeah, and we review a movie.
We do review a movie.
Yeah, and...
On a podcast, you know what we did wrong again?
What?
We might have to just go back and do it.
What?
We didn't give our sponsor a shout out.
Oh, we can do it right now.
2 weeks in a row.
No, I think we did.
Hey, go see Dr. Haldeman.
LLC, you can contact her at 702-258-7860.
She does. So she told me earlier this week that she has a couple people that she's treating for addiction recovery. So one person's trying to stop smoking and another alcohol.
No.
The smoking one, I don't think she's seen him the second time, but the alcohol said that she's having a lot of success in resisting that temptation.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I think today we have a pretty good episode, so...
There are a few times that you will, as you're listening to this, you're going to say, these kids...
The kids?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
They sound like they're about 13 years old.
Yeah.
As they're laughing about the stuff that they're laughing about.
It's, super funny.
We're pretty immature. Look, this has never been deemed as, the podcast for sophisticated people.
Sophisticated.
Anyway, so, yeah, a couple laughs. We review movie.
Yeah.
We talk about blowing stuff up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to get crazy.
Another mention of hotel robes.
Uh-huh. Yep. And, Brandon.
Hit it! Oh, yeah! Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Well, hello, everybody.
You're feeling pretty good right now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I am. I just parked in the garage with the Tesla in the garage.
It's a bold move for Mom to have let you do that.
And then Mom called you and in a super serious voice, like, Josh, can you come into the garage real quick? And then you came in thinking that
I was coming in thinking all right, dude, he hit the house, he hit the side of the house, the side view mirror's gone.
Yeah. No, it was perfect park.
Perfect. It was honestly, look, I mean...
Kind of jealous how good I am, right?
No, what I'm thinking is, could you teach Renee how to park like that?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to be too offensive, Renee's mom is a professional driver.
Yeah, she was a bus driver.
School bus driver.
Shout out to school bus drivers. They don't get respect, and they deserve respect.
Do you want to hear a story about when Grandma Debbie was a bus driver?
Yeah.
So she drove the big bus, but she actually liked driving the short bus.
Ah.
It's kind of why she's so good with you boys.
Yeah.
So, but she liked driving the short bus, and so she, one year there was a kid, can't remember his name, but we'll just call him Benny, because that might have been it.
Yep.
And they set a goal with Benny. He had cerebral palsy, so had a very hard time controlling his limbs.
Yeah. And
so they set a goal at the beginning of the year that by the end of the year, Ben would be able to buckle his seatbelt by himself. And so every single day, in the morning and the afternoon, he would get in the car and he would try to do it. But he was, his hands were just moving. He had very little motor function. His hands were not able to move his fingers and all this kind of stuff. But every day they would try it.
Yeah.
I think it was day 157. I got to go back. I got notes on it.
Yeah.
I think on day 157, he was able to latch his belt. He was able to click all on his own. Ben starts freaking out, screaming for joy. The first time he's ever done anything on his own. Grandma Debbie's, she's freaking out, loving it, thinking oh my gosh, you just did this. Yeah. They're all crying because it was this amazing feat.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's fun. The scale of life, buckling your belt is nothing.
Yeah.
But the difference in the life, it's everything.
Yeah, I like that. I like that story.
So you got some determination, some grit, some love, some charity,
Yeah.
It's good stuff right there. And then here you are, you're driving the car.
Yeah, and that's my dream. My dream job, race car driver.
How fast did you pull that car into the garage?
Oh, 30 miles an hour. Mom's like, "Okay, you want to go slow on this?" I was going 15 coming into the driveway,
I got it.
That bump, I flew over the wall.
All right, so I think we need to talk about the movie that we watched last night.
Oh, it's one of the greatest.
So before we talk about the movie we watched last night, we do need to mention that this segment is brought to you by Cinemark.
Yeah.
Get your Cinemark pass, $10 a month. Get a free movie ticket a month.
Or I think it's funny.
Tell us about it.
We're not really sponsored.
We're sponsored by Cinemark. Dude, I'm hiding money from you. I don't want you to know how much money they're giving us.
Wait, actually?
No, dude. They're not.
Not on the podcast.
One of these days, something's going to happen. I think I've told you this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to die. I'm going to get in a terrible car accident. Like, my head's going to get run over. Something. Like, it's going to be like, you know, we'll have an open casket funeral just so people can see what a smashed head looks like.
Oh, yeah.
And then people will say, like, actually, he looks better now than he used to. And so then somebody will say, oh my gosh, did you hear about this podcast that this father-son had? And the father got his head run over by this motorcycle. And he actually looked better after he got run over. But then some movie producer is going to, like, come and, like, you're going to be so famous because of this.
Yeah.
It's out of tragedy.
I actually think I've seen, like, a dead body before.
And then Cinemark is going to say, you know, we need to give this kid unlimited amounts of money. When did you see a dead body?
This movie I was watching.
All right.
No. But actually, really, like, I saw. So there's a car accident, a motorcycle accident, and we're looking over the side.
Where was this at?
It was on the road.
All right.
I don't know. It was like, you know, next to like El Norte Tacos and like the Fabulous Freddy's kind of.
Yes.
So Fabulous Freddy's over here, and then El Norte Tacos was over here, and it's like right here. So I see this body lying motionless on the.
So it was like fresh accident. Cause they usually cover that up pretty fast.
Yeah. No. And
Maybe he's just taking a nap.
No, I see rows of cars. I saw his motorcycle too, and it was it was a yellow motorcycle.
Yeah, dude. But
This gets I'm pretty sure he's a veterinarian. I saw rows of cars, army people getting out of the car.
A veterinarian or a veteran? Because there's a difference.
Veteran.
There's rows of like dogs and cats. Anyway, you think he's a vet?
Yeah,
veteran.
Yeah, veteran. And then I see a bunch of army people getting out of the car, and they're like rushing towards him.
So that kind of makes sense because right there's a park and go where like a lot of people will kind of come. And they'll park their cars, and then they'll get in a bus as they head up to Creech Air Force Base. So that could make sense if, you know, sometimes Air Force guys, they're fly by the seat of pants. Anyway, I'm sorry that you saw a dead body. Hopefully it wasn't too traumatizing.
No, it was awesome.
If anything, hopefully it makes you not want to be a crazy driver, because that's kind of what that should inspire.
Or it just makes me not want to get a motorcycle.
All right, so last night we come home from your volleyball game. Ralph been on the video games way too long. I told him to get off.
To go to a friend's house.
And I said, all right, we're either going to play a game together or watch a movie together. Which is it going to be? We picked the movie option. And so Renee and I were kind of discussing. I used a little bit of ChatGPT. And we found an oldie and goodie, ?
Yes.
Is it a goodie?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. All right, tell us what the movie was.
It was Hot Shots.
Hot Shots.
Yeah. And
so tell us about Hot Shots.
So basically, have you ever seen Star Wars?
Yeah, I've seen Star Wars.
Have you seen Spaceballs?
I've seen Spaceballs.
Okay, so it's like that. But instead of Star Wars and Spaceballs, it's Top Gun and Hot Shots.
And Hot Shots, yeah. A good parody movie.
Yeah, super good parody movie.
Okay, so what were some of the parts that you liked the most about it?
Are we allowed to spoil it?
This movie's been out since the 1990s.
Okay.
Yeah, you can spoil whatever you want on this thing.
So I think it was funny. There's one they're in the bar and she's on top of the piano and she falls off.
I mean, look, if you so stupid. People right now are listening to this. They're like, "What are these guys laughing about?" Because they clearly didn't see it.
So no, basically, so the main lady, everybody who has a crush on her or whatever, she's on top of the piano singing at this bar, and she falls off.
She keeps singing though, right?
Yeah. And then she's walking by and she grabs somebody's drink and she's drinking it and the singing still is going. And then it was super funny. And then the two enemy guys, they're getting angry at each other and they start pushing each other. And then the whole entire bar just breaks out in a fight and they're just pushing each other. And then the lady is like, "Stop!" And everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry."
So one of my favorite parts at the beginning of the movie, it shows this guy and like he's trying to eject. His plane ends up crashing. He's not dead, but then after he ejects, he's shot. His plane crashes. Then his seat ejector works. He flies through a bunch of trees, and then he lands. And somehow, when he lands, he now has antlers on his helmet.
So basically, like the branches are snapping off, got sap on his helmet, then some 2 antlers.
Okay. Yeah. And then he looks to his right and sees a sign that says, "Hunting season begins today at noon."
And then you can hear the bell ring. It's like, wait, I see one. Boom. And then it also super funny later in the movie, like, wait, I think my dad killed you. You killed your dad. And it shows,
mounted.
Yeah, it says mounted. He's like, no worries, I didn't have seconds.
Innocent mistake.
Yeah.
All right, so look, it's not a cerebral movie. You're not going to walk away from this thing thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm super intelligent now because I just watched this movie.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
It's hilarious.
And as you heard us laughing, hopefully that's what you'll do too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you like that. You said something the other day that I think is worth talking about.
What did I say?
So in fact, it was today. We were playing a game that involved rolling of dice.
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Oh, I got doubles," and you said, "Those aren't doubles; those are 2 threes."
And yeah, it doesn't make sense because doubles is 2 twos, right?
I know you're joking.
Yeah. But
I say that meaning I hope, please is joking.
Yeah.
All right, you said something else earlier this week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you this question. I'm just going to test you. What country is Alaska in?
It's Canada, but it's American.
Do you know the story of how Alaska became a part of America?
Yes, it was the battle between Canada and America, and ferocious war. It was like, it was like the French and Indian War, or like,
So no, the answer is no. We actually bought this. It used to be Russian owned.
Oh. And
we bought it for very cheap, and then we found all this oil in it in Russia. They probably wish they didn't sell it to us.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, we're not going to do a lot more of that. Today we were talking about this earlier.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, music videos. So I was talking to you guys earlier today about MTV.
Oh yeah.
And kind of like what MTV used to be.
Yeah.
And then somehow we were talking about music videos.
And then somehow we got to Beavis and Butthead making fun of music videos.
So, yeah, but I don't want to go to Beavis and Butthead quite yet. I want to go back to the music videos.
Yeah.
And I want us to talk about the music video for the song by Lionel Richie, Hello.
Oh, okay. I think we might have talked about this.
So I asked Addison. Addison does not recall us talking about this, but it is possible that we could have talked about it. But you know what? It's worth talking about again.
So basically... So there's this movie, or the song, like, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?" or whatever.
And keep going. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah. Okay, but basically, so this guy's a teacher in college, okay? And so he's teaching whatever, and there's this lady that's blind that's in the college, and the teacher has a crush on her. And so basically...
And is that appropriate? Like, in high school, not appropriate. In college?
Yeah, college, I think it's fine.
It's okay, college?
Because they're both adults, so you can, like, once you're an adult, you can do whatever you want.
Good to know.
Yeah. But basically, so she's blind. She cannot see.
Wait, so blind people can't see?
I guess nowadays, I mean. But basically, so, like, he's, like, singing and whatever. And so then later on, at the end, she ends up making a sculpture of his face. But how does she know what his face looks like?
Yeah, then there's this like super weird, awkward exchange where they're like talking at the end, and she's like, I just imagine this is what you would look like. And then he goes, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?"
It was also super funny. He calls her in the middle of the night, and she's like,
"Where's my phone? Where's my phone at?"
Yeah.
And he hangs up on her.
No. So then she's like, "Hello?" And he's like, "Hello."
So it's a music video that, look, I love Lionel Richie. Like when I was a kid, I don't know if you knew this, we had a tape of Lionel Richie.
No way.
And I would play his song, Dancing on the Ceiling.
Yeah.
And then I would rewind it, play it again, rewind it, play it again. I did this so much that it eventually, the tape recorder, the tape machine, ate the tape. Like it ruined the tape. It was a terrible day. It was a terrible day because I really enjoyed, like one of the first CDs I bought was Lionel Richie's Greatest Hits. And it's a great CD to own.
And do you still have it?
I might somewhere. I don't know.
Is it in this very room?
No, it'll be downstairs. We have like a CD portfolio.
We have CDs?
Yeah. We're rich. We're like Michael Scott. We have a bunch of CDs. We don't have to declare bankruptcy.
I thought we were middle class.
Well, I mean, yeah, we have a lot of CDs. Compact discs.
We have to be rich. If you own CDs, you're rich.
You know what's funny? I don't know if we have a CD player.
How big is the CD? Like a record? Or?
No. It's a lot smaller record.
I think we might have Blu-ray.
Yeah. So we could probably put it like in the Xbox and maybe play.
Oh
it
yeah.
Like all right. So anyway, there's another music video, and there's a group that's done a parody on it.
Yeah.
And so it's what's the Bonnie? Is it
Bonnie and Clyde?
No. What's the song? It's where it's like this. I know you've seen this. So it's these kids that are like sudden eclipse of the heart.
I think I've heard. Sing it.
Turn around every now and then I get a little... Yeah, okay, so that's the song. So there's a group that they show the music video. This music video is whack.
Like how?
Like have you not seen this? Have I not shown this to you?
No.
All right, maybe we can't talk about this much more because I need to show this to you.
Pause?
No,
resume.
not pause.
Oh.
No pause and resume on this. But like... I got to show it to you. So first of all, the music video is super weird, where it's like this lady's at a private school.
What the heck?
And then like these kids get like these glow eyes.
What?
And she's singing the Sudden Eclipse of the Heart. But anyway, there's a group that did a parody where they changed the words to the song based on the music video.
Okay, so like...
And it's hilarious.
We gotta watch it.
We gotta watch it. Okay, we'll watch this. When we're done here, we'll watch it. And maybe there's a lot of stuff. I haven't put anything on the Instagram for a while. No wonder our numbers are not growing.
Yeah, come on.
I'm the worst.
Yeah, we need to be posting every day.
Every day we need. I need somebody to do this.
Wait, so okay, quick side note. We should do. You know how we're making merch now, right?
Are we making what?
Merch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, You know how you sent me those 3 photos?
Yeah.
What if we did a poll on Instagram? Can we do that?
Yeah, easy.
Oh yeah, so we could do a poll. And then if people were like, oh, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one. So then we're not just like, oh, we like this one. Like, we can have the community.
Okay.
You know?
Community, you will help us decide what our logo will be. We have 3 options to choose from, and we hope that you choose wisely.
Yeah.
All right, so MTV, I've had a conversation with somebody, like the distribution of music and how it's changed. So I think about when radios were invented like 100 years ago. Like it was the craziest thing.
100?
Yeah, probably about 100. I don't know. It could be plus or minus a few years. But like you turn on the radio and a lot of people listen to these radio shows like The Lone Ranger, like these mystery shows or whatever.
Yeah.
But then there'd be some music. But then they came up with like ways to distribute through like record players and 8-track and tapes and CDs. And now everything's digital.
Yeah.
And so I have 2 questions, right? So the first question is, what's the distribution of music going to be like in 50 years from now?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right, then I don't know why I asked you.
Well, no, because, okay, so go back 100 years and you say, I'm going to have this, like, you get a piece of rock, like a rock that looks like a phone. And I will show it to you. I'm like, this is going to have, it's going to glow, and I'm going to tap it, and it's going to change and stuff like that. I would not believe you.
You wouldn't believe me.
Yeah, and I'd be like, or I'd just like, look at this giant stone slab or whatever. Like, how old is it? 100 years ago? Yeah, probably they looked at giant stone slabs and they're like, yeah, or like a mirror or whatever, and they're like, we're going to make mirrors, but there's going to be something on the other side.
I think they had mirrors back then.
Nope.
No, they did. They definitely had mirrors.
No.
Just so you know. Anyway, so...
100 years ago, Dad? That's caveman.
Punch your head out. All right, so here's the other side of the lot. Think about 200 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine you hear Mozart or Beethoven, or you hear like some song, you're like, wow, that song was amazing.
That was 200 years ago, that was dinosaurs.
So... just the punch is coming soon, man. You're just going to hear a boom, boom, a thud. All right, so... If you heard Beethoven's Fifth 200 years ago, you would most likely never hear that song again.
Yeah.
Because there's no radio, there's no record player, there's no CD, there's no iPhone. So you would just have to, you'd go home and say, I heard the most amazing symphony today. And they'd be like, well, tell us about it. You're like,
dun, 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 dun.
Wait, what is that? Like, is somebody ringing the doorbell?
They didn't have doorbells back then.
Yeah, what, do they just knock on doors?
No, they had a bell.
A bell out front, yeah.
Dong, you know?
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess what I'm getting at is like we need to appreciate the music that we have the opportunity to hear.
Yeah.
And just think like 200 years ago they didn't have opportunity to hear beautiful music like we do today.
Okay, have you ever thought about like imagine bringing an iPhone back in time, you know?
Yeah.
And then like cuz like you can work without Wi-Fi and internet still, right?
Yeah.
So you can like I could take pictures with my phone and then I could like 200 years ago you go to Beethoven Symphony or whatever, you could take a video of that. That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
But then...
Wait, we don't have time travel, though.
Oh, crap.
We got to work on that one.
Yeah.
All right, change topics here.
Okay.
Yesterday, I'm driving Ralph to his basketball game.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a jaunt. We had about a 30-minute drive to get to his game.
Oh.
And as we're driving, we're on the freeway, and we see a guy that has one of these three-wheeled motorcycles.
Oh, three-wheeler?
So it was not the one like our neighbor has where it's like two wheels in the front, one in the back. This one's one in the front, two in the back.
Is a trike?
So sure, we'll call it a trike.
He was riding a trike in the freeway?
Yeah, I mean it's made for it. Like the guy's going 75 miles an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
So what's your take on trikes?
I don't like them. Like it's like trying to be a motorcycle and a car at the same time, you know?
To me, it's like, so Ralph said, Ralph had a good take on it. He goes, that's a motorcycle with training wheels.
Yeah, literally.
It was like, I'm hardcore, I drive this motorcycle.
Yeah, like,
Kind of.
Yeah. I can do it a little bit.
I could ride this thing all day.
Yeah. But like, you know, I'm not a big fan of those things.
Are you a fan of motorcycles?
Yeah, they're cool.
You know, I think the reason why I'm alive today is because I did not have a motorcycle.
I'm not gonna get a motorcycle. Like, I think it'd be awesome to have like a You know Spider-Man? You know his spider bike?
Who?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Is that the guy with the bat fascination?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know why they call him Spider-Man.
It's the weirdest thing.
But like the bat bike.
Is he like super all the time? Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like the bat bike or like the spider bike.
Yeah.
You know, like any of those bikes, you know? That'd be awesome to have.
Are they real bikes?
In Legos, we have the flying spider bike. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right. So three-wheeled motorcycles are cool or not cool?
Not cool.
Okay. If you drive one, just know
that we're coming for you.
We're coming for you. Cats and Cradle podcast. We're going to take your training wheels off, make you ride two wheels only.
Yeah.
That'll be awkward on those because one wheel would just be.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. There was something. Oh, I got two topics. So last week we talked about hotel robes.
Uh-huh.
So there's somebody. So I get at work a lot of people like emailing me. They want my time.
Oh my gosh.
And
that's worth a lot of money.
It is. And I don't honestly like I get emails probably every single day I get multiple emails of people trying to sell me stuff. Like, "Hey, we'd love to hop on a call." And for the most part I just delete them. You know, and so sometimes people are come up with creative ways to get my attention.
How?
This what happened this past week.
Wow.
So a guy sends me an email and the title of the email is Cats in the Cradle podcast.
I would, yeah. I like this guy.
I do too. And he's been trying to get my attention for months.
Yeah.
And so he goes on and he goes, "Hey, want you to know I just listened to your podcast. Love it. Thought it was great."
Yeah.
And then he said, "And just so you know, hotel robes in the right hotel are money."
You're too bad. Our podcast sucks.
And so then, he said like another comment, and then he goes, "Hey, I'd love to have a little bit of your time to talk to you about this product."
Yeah.
Like I said, most of the time, I just delete these things.
Yeah.
This one I replied to, I said, "Hey, I'm probably not going to be interested in your product, but I'm more than willing to give you 15 minutes of my time just to hear it out."
Yeah.
I said, because I appreciate the effort that you went into. Because
Yeah.
he didn't just listen to a little bit of it. He listened to the whole thing.
Wait, how much stuff did he like? How much work?
I can't remember all of it, but he just made a couple comments that you're like, okay, you didn't just like, okay, I heard the first 10 seconds of it so I can say something.
Yeah.
He listened to it.
Yeah, that,
So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that guy. Can't remember his name or his product, but good luck to you whenever we talk this week.
Yeah. That guy's cool.
So speaking on the subject of hotel robes.
Oh.
Yeah, but this is continuing.
So he says that they're money.
He said they're money. So yesterday, Renee and I were at the Bellagio.
What?
Yeah.
Without me?
Yeah, you didn't. Dude, don't you without me. Dude. Don't you dare without me. We tried to drag your trash there.
Wait, what were you doing at the Bellagio?
So we were taking pictures for David's homecoming.
I thought because I went to Addie's homecoming pictures. I mean, we literally went out to the middle of nowhere.
Well, you can go anywhere. And they wanted to go to the Bellagio, so that's where we went.
Yeah.
And so we're at the Bellagio, and Renee and I showed up before David and the group did.
Yeah.
And his date and all that stuff. And so we're just we're walking around. We're like, okay, where can we take pictures? Okay, we can take pictures here. And we're standing so we're at the inside. There's an indoor atrium. It's a beautiful flower place. Have you been there?
Nope. Maybe, actually, wait, hold it. Did we go to Nate Bargatze there?
No, it was somewhere else.
That's a Circa?
No, so that was at the Wynn.
I've never been to Bellagio.
Bellagio. Okay, you got to go sometimes. Pretty cool. So we're at the Bellagio, and we see all sorts of interesting people.
Yeah.
Like there's these girls like going around in like the skimpiest of bikinis. They're in Vegas, so they think they can do whatever they want.
Yeah. Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas. What happens here stays here. And then we see these two dudes come down in robes only and sunglasses.
Respect.
they were in matching robes, so clearly they were in the Bellagio robes.
Yeah.
And sunglasses. And Renee and I just looked at each other and we just had a good laugh.
I'm gonna do that. When I grow up, I want to be like those guys.
Yeah. You know, they were just living their best life. So
yeah,
we laughed about it.
Oh, I actually was thinking about something, but I just forgot. Let me think.
This is gonna be good. Oh, really? That's what you're thinking about?
Yeah. How did you know?
Oh my gosh, you're the best.
I actually can't remember now.
You went to a maze this past week. Did you do the maze?
I didn't do the maze.
So what did you do when you were out there?
We literally were just walking around and eating food, and I had a funnel cake.
How was it?
It was good.
Yeah, I feel like the last funnel cake I had made me never want to eat a funnel cake again. Do I need to recant that?
I don't know. They're okay. I could. Oh, we need to go 5 years without waffles.
So we have this waffle recipe that people love.
You first try it, amazing.
People love. So I've cooked it for my entire company.
Yeah.
And every time I see people that have had them, they're like, "Hey, when are you going to make waffles again?"
Yeah.
And I just don't want to because it's a lot of work, but I probably should do it. And they love it. And like the syrup is amazing because we make this homemade buttermilk syrup. We got this recipe of waffles. They're light, they're fluffy. But the problem is we've eaten these waffles so much
that we hate them now.
We hate them. Like it's just honestly, they're repulsive to me.
It's like eating, I don't know, like eating a sausage egg muffin every single day, you know?
You know what I want though? I want to eat like a donut so much that I'm sick of donuts or cookies. Like I never want to eat them again, but I love them so much that I don't know if that can ever happen.
Well, because donuts are good, but they're not as good as they used to be.
I don't know, like I had a moment on Friday where I had a little bit of rage going on, like I was super frustrated that something had happened. And I was like, you know what, man?
I'm going to have a donut.
And I did, and I had 3.
It's like
I raged 8.
You're like, get out of my office. I'm going to eat a donut. No, not just 1, not just 2. I'm going to eat 3.
Yeah, and then it came with donut holes too, and I ate them as well.
And I'm going to eat all the donut holes.
It's like, have you seen the movie Dodgeball?
Maybe.
So the guy from Zoolander is the bad guy in Dodgeball.
Oh.
And he used to be fat and then he got super fit. And at the end he's rage eating where he's gets all fat again.
I don't remember. Jimmy told me something or showed me something. There's this movie scene or whatever. This guy's eating and he's larger than the average bear. His seat is about 3 feet back from the table. So, and the arm.
Get in my belly.
No, I don't know, but he's eating all this stuff, okay? And then this guy comes up, he's like, a breath mint, sir? And he's like, no, thank you, I can't have any more. And then he's like, are you sure? It's just a delicious breath mint. He's like, okay. He eats it, and he explodes. It was so random.
So random.
But it was awesome.
You know what? There's something we need to do. There's something we need to do to close this off. So we're going to do this real quick. Okay, so look, obviously we're not the masters of audio visual stuff.
Yeah.
But we're going to do our best shot on this. So
okay.
You talked about this, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, like the bomb.
Anyway, so we're just going to play this. We'll put a link to this YouTube video so you can see what we're looking at as you hear it. Here you go.
Some scary moments for customers at a Kansas Home Depot. Police responded to reports of a bomb threat at the store in Wichita. A customer alerted employees. A man inside the bathroom said there was a bomb in the building. Police were able to locate the man responsible for those comments, and that man told police he warned other guests to leave the restroom because he was, quote, fixing to blow it up, but had no intention of causing a panic. Man also told police others in the room laughed, understanding his joke, which I'm just now getting. Home Depot says they will not be pressing charges. But I can tell you right now, you asked the producer for me to read that, didn't you?
All right, the co-host is about to lose it.
No.
He's losing it. Co-host is losing it. He can't get it.
We're gonna have to go to a commercial.
No, we're going to get it. We're going to get it.
He's trying to be professional.
All right, we can do this. All right. Turning now to an impassioned plea in a string of thefts. Police are searching for several thieves.
All right, we're
Yeah, that was.
But what's funny? So he goes on and he just starts just chuckling. You ever gotten like the laughs?
Yeah, I have. Bro,
Have you ever gotten the laughs at the worst time?
I don't know. Maybe.
One time. All right, so you've seen the movie Blazing Saddles.
Yes, I have.
All right, one time me and my buddy were in a work meeting, and we're having a conversation about something. It's like there's 30 people in this meeting.
Yeah.
Like our manager's there and stuff like that. And somehow she says something, and the guy next to me quotes a line from Blazing Saddles.
Wait, what was it? Like
The sheriff is near.
Oh.
and I just did one of those, and then he started laughing, and then it was contagious. I could not stop laughing, and she looks over and she goes, "Is there something you'd like to share with the rest of us?" And I just said nope, and I got up. I had to leave the meeting because I couldn't. I was gone for about 5 minutes, and then I came back and I sat down and I started like chuckling again. I'm like biting my lip. I'm like trying to cause myself pain.
Plug your nose. Plug your nose.
Dude, no, I would have like snorted all over the place.
So did the manager say the sheriff was near?
No, my coworkers. So here's the full story. So the play, The Book of Mormon, was at the Smith Center.
Uh-huh.
And it's a play that makes fun of religious beliefs, right?
Yeah.
And so I said to my buddy, I said, that's interesting that, they can make a play called The Book of Mormon and people say how funny and ingenious it is.
Yeah.
I said, but if they made a play similar called The Quran or the Torah and they made fun of Jewish or Muslim people, that would be bigotry.
Yeah.
But somehow it's okay to make fun of members of the Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And then somehow he said, well, imagine if they made Blazing Saddles again. Like that would be pretty crazy. And then he said the sheriff is near, and then we just kind of lost it.
Yeah.
And he ended up apologizing to her. I did not.
Yeah.
This same manager one time. So we had a guy in the office. He had a heart attack, and people had asked. It's like a couple weeks afterwards, and he was recovering and doing well. And people asked, like, "Hey, how's Mark doing?" And she goes, "Oh, Mark's doing well. He had a stench placed in his heart." And me and the same guy, we started laughing. And I said, "I think you mean a stint."
A stent?
They don't put stenches in hearts.
I mean.
Anyway, I'm really mature.
Yeah.
Long story short, I'm very mature.
That sounds like something I would laugh about in middle school.
Yeah. So that's the level I'm at.
Yeah.
Okay. You got anything else?
Nope.
You got any hot takes?
Don't say you're gonna blow it up in the bathroom.
I could imagine the cops showing up, being like, "Wait a second,
It smells bad.
You're under arrest. You said you were gonna blow this place up." He's like, "I just did." He's like, "Yeah, dude, go check it out. It ain't flushing."
I was asking where that kept the plunger, but they didn't tell me.
Yeah, I'd go to aisle 13 and get it myself. Now they want me to pay for it.
I just said I didn't really use it. I was helping you guys. I put it back where I found it. That would be so nasty.
Gently used. It's on the clearance item now. Gently used. All right, my hot take is, three-wheeled motorcycles are the training wheels of motorcycles. That's mine. That's mine.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Goodbye.